Alright, so first thing I went ahead and did was apply my face primer, and I got a little sample of the Tatcha Silk Canvas face primer from Sephora, and I went ahead and just applied that and let that sit for a minute. And what I'm going to do for the pale part of my skin is apply the Super Stay Full Coverage by Maybelline. This one's in the shade 115 Ivory, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Alright, next I'm going to use a powder brush, and I'm going to apply my Laura Mercier translucent powder all over to set my face. Okay, then I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge just to set that foundation into my eyes. I'm not going to use concealer for this because I'm already going to make my under eyes look super tired. So it would be kind of pointless to apply concealer. And I'm going to kind of press it in the corner of my nose and here on the side of my lips. First thing I'm going to do is my brows, and I'm going to use 3 things for this look, this part of the look. So I'm going to use a NYX micro brow pencil in the color black, a Morphe M432 brush. This one is just a little flat brush. And then I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, and I'm going to use the shade Obsidian. You can use any black for this part. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the pencil first, and I'm going to start underneath my brow, not all the way in, and just kind of draw out, and then go to the top and draw out. And just kind of lightly brush it through. Draw up some hairs here. Like that. And then I'm going to use my brush and that black eyeshadow, and I like to just kind of tap it on each side like so, and then tap off and just kind of brush it through very lightly. And then when I get to the front here, I just like to flick it lightly. That way I'm not like too harsh on the brow. So I'm just gonna keep my brow like that, just very light, very, not too drawn out, but just enough to give it that look. So I'm gonna do my other brow off camera and I will be right back. Alright, the next thing I'm gonna do is use an Anastasia brush. This comes with their palettes. And I'm gonna go into the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm gonna use the shade called Warm Taupe. And I'm gonna apply that all over my lid first. Doesn't have to be like super perfect. Kind of like that. And then like right here on the inner part, I'm just gonna kind of drag it up to the brow. And then I'm gonna take that under my eye just very lightly and we're gonna build that up. So you wanna like kind of go right about here. Super lightly. Like that. Okay, then I'm gonna go into the shade called Golden Ochre. And I'm gonna go on top of that shade there. Okay, and I'm gonna take some of that Warm Taupe on the flat side of that brush and I'm gonna go against my bottom lash line and then just blend it. So I'm gonna keep building this intensity till I get it to where I want it. Kind of like that. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Cypress Umber, which is like a dark brown color, on the flat side of my brush. Just a tiny little bit. Go right against the lash line. Then I'm gonna take that on the top, right against the lash line. And I'm just gonna like tap it in there and then drag a little bit. Just gonna zoom you guys in here. And then I'm just gonna blend that out. Just keep building it up. Okay, and I'm gonna go back into that black shade that I used for my eyebrows called Obsidian, and I'm gonna take that same flat brush for my brows. I'm just gonna take a very little amount I'm gonna go right against the lash line here and just press it against the lash line. Okay, then I'm gonna go on the bottom lash line. Start at the outer corner. And as you get closer to the inner part of your eye, just very lightly press that in, like that. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with that brown shade in the Modern Renaissance palette. Just take a little dab of it and go over that black on the bottom. Just kind of blend that all out. Okay. Go on the top of the lid again. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna do the eyes. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of mascara. So I'm gonna use the Benefit Bad Girl Bang Lash mascara. I'm gonna do one layer so it looks pretty natural. I'm gonna apply it to the bottom lashes. So like that. For the lips, I'm gonna use like a pinky nude shade. So I'm probably gonna mix two shades together to create that part. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna use this shade called Harvest, and this is from Black Moon Cosmetics, and I believe this is their trio that I bought for like fall looks. So I'm gonna take, so it looks like this. I'm gonna take this on the inner part of my lip and then just use my finger to dab it outwards. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of my foundation left on my brush and just kind of brush around it and then pat it down with my sponge. I'm gonna put my lips together like that and just kind of dab it out to make it look more like a natural lip. Okay, I'm going to take my Y6 brush and just kind of go on the bottom and the top. I don't want to totally take out the pigment there, but just a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit more there. Alright, so now I'm going to take bobby pins and I'm going to start pinning my hair all around. Since my hair is super long, I'm just like randomly find spots to just start pinning my hair. That's what I do every time I do a wig because I just have so much hair and I never know what to do with it. You could just braid it. It makes it easier. I just like takes a lot of patience to do all that stuff. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of hair and just like pin it down. So this wig I got on Amazon, and I want to say it was like 15 bucks, and it's really nice quality, and it's by Nilecore. So it comes in this bag, and then it comes in the net that holds the wig, and this one's kind of just a bob wig with bangs, a little front fringe. I'm gonna put my net on. I'm never good at this stuff. I just kind of put shit on. Okay, try this again. It always gets stuck in the bobby pins every time. There. My ponytail is like right up here at the top. Okay, so there's my wig cap on. I can never get these baby hairs up here. I just don't want to stay for me. There. As good as it's gonna get. Okay, so I'm gonna take this out of the net. Where's that? There we go. It's almost black. It's more like a super dark brown color. And it's just really nice because it feels like real hair and not synthetic. And what I'm gonna do, this is the inside, so it has really nice lining in it. And I'm gonna take it, let's start at the top and just pop it down like that, and then just bring it forward. I have to move my net. So try to adjust it. Yeah, this wig gets like shorter as my hair gets longer, because I have so much hair to tuck up in my head. It's crazy. Alright, so I'm gonna take, without making it look really bad, because you can start seeing the net and everything underneath it if it's, oh goodness. Like I said, I'm not really a big wig person. It makes it very difficult to work with. My hair is just like too much hair underneath. So I'm gonna just take this two sides on the side here and then the side of the back, and wow, look at that. It just like comes right off. I'm gonna adjust this. I need to adjust it more in the back. There's little adjusters behind the wig. Some of the hair's just pulled through here too. There we go. So I'm gonna tighten the wig. Put the hooks on. Try this again. Oh goodness. Yeah, it's just like taking the hairnet with it. It's super frustrating. I cut these bangs because they were super long, and now they're still long. Dude, there's my hair underneath, but you won't even know because it's black too. So here we go again. I have to play with this a few times to get it to work. I'm gonna take my hair tie. Just tie these hairs up. You could back comb it a little bit. My hair is just so long. And then I took some wax and I just like started twisting these hairs. You could take some hairspray and some wax and just kind of like play with them a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna pull these hairs back. Now it's kind of a mess. I'm trying to get this wig on. Just a lot. I have a lot of hair underneath here, so I just use some bobby pins to kind of keep my wig secure a little bit. So I'm gonna take little sections of my bangs, and I'm gonna use this Garnier Fructis Style Pixie Play Crafting Cream, and this is a extra stronghold. And I'm gonna use a little bit of hairspray as well, and I'm using the John Frieda Freeze Ease Moisture Barrier. And I'm going to use a combination of the two. This wig, you can wash it, so that's nice. Just in case you don't want to have this permanent. So I'm going to put some of that wax in this strand here. And then I'm going to just start twisting it towards the ends. And then I'm going to use some hairspray. Try not to get it in your eye. And just spray that. Like that. If you have like little hairs dangling off the ends of the wig, just kind of clip it off. I'm going to hold that. You can use a blow dryer if you want to like speed it up. It's gonna kind of stay a little like that.
People ignore the strange and unusual. I myself am strange and unusual.